For the first time ever, a mega event that celebrates sustainability in infrastructure practices with some of India's most distinguished ministers, the biggest names from the industry that matter from the worlds of infrastructure and sustainability, all coming together to honor extraordinary individuals and institutions across India at the NDTV Infrashakti Awards.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Adani presents NDTV Infrashakti Awards. Knowledge partner, the InfraVision Foundation, powered by Futures, associate sponsors, Provident Housing and NBCC. Welcome to the start of a conversation about sustainability in infrastructure. What are the strategies and the solutions that we need to deliver the sustainable infrastructure growth that we want to deliver a Viksit Bharat? What are the best practices in infrastructure from across the country that could be replicated elsewhere? What are the innovations needed for resilient infrastructure and the smart solutions to address these challenges? Now, those are the conversations that we start today, part of the Infrashakti campaign. It is India's biggest infrastructure campaign aimed at promoting equitable and sustainable development.
Of course, integral to this campaign are the NDTV Infrashakti Awards themselves that will honor and celebrate change makers who are contributing to India's growth story. And the winners of the NDTV Infrashakti Awards tonight have been voted for by an eminent jury. They have assessed all the nominees across categories on basis of 5 key parameters: collaboration within and across disciplines to tackle challenging issues, replicability, is this doable elsewhere, impact, the effect on the community and area, sustainability, can the work continue without the innovator, and scalability, does the work have an inbuilt multiplier effect? So let us meet the jury of the NDTV Infrashakti Awards.
Dr. Bibek Debroy, Chairman of the Economic Advisory Council to the Prime Minister. Renu Sood Karnal, Non-Executive Director of HDFC Bank Limited. Image Guru, Dilip Cherian, who also specializes in litigation landscaping and policy analysis. Actor Gulpana, who is also a sustainability advocate and a social activist. Professor G. Raghuram, Professor Emeritus at Gujarat Maritime University.
Well, in addition to the categories that the jury have voted on, there is one category that you, the people of India, have voted for, and that is the category for inclusive infrastructure. Infrastructure that creates accessibility and inclusion for anyone with any kind of disability or impairment. Before we move on, I'd just like to, in fact, ask a question or two to our jurors. Dilip Cherian looking very serious right up there in the front. He was
Trying to look eminent.
Trying to look eminent. But Dilip, the work of the jurors, obviously, and this has been fairly challenging because a lot of the nominees have been singularly credible. They've brought a lot to the table. Was there any one person or any one group of people that really inspired you, that you felt was making a real contribution?
I think the real contribution we felt came from people who were, in a sense, affected or afflicted by the lack of what they saw. And I think that is a powerful impulse. And where you see that combined with technical or technological excellence, you have what I call the kind of innovation that stays, makes an impact, and is most importantly sustainable in the long run.
Absolutely. And if we were to get Mr. Raghuram as well, so what about an idea or a solution that you think is worth scaling up? India is a country where you talk about volumes, you talk about scale. Any idea that stood out for its ability to scale up?
There are many, and I think the fundamental issue behind it was what is the process that either the individual or the organization went through to build a sustainable, if you will, team where there was a buy-in and then created the impact-making activity. And well, we finally said we have to choose one, and
You got the
that
job
was
done.
difficult. Yeah.
But at this stage, I'd like to invite up on stage Mr. Pranav Adani, Managing Director, Agro Oil and Gas, and Director of the Adani Enterprises, to deliver the keynote address at the NDTV Infrashakti Awards. Mr. Adani.
Honorable Union Minister of Petroleum and Natural Gas, Shri Hardeep Singh Ji Puri Ji, winners of the Infrashakti Awards, distinguished leaders, administrators, and captains of industry, and my dear friends, good evening. It is an honor and a privilege to address such a distinguished audience at the NDTV Infrashakti Awards 2024, an event where we celebrate the transformative power of infrastructure in our nation's development. First of all, congratulations to all the winners. Your presence here is a proud recognition of the work that you do and of the great contributions several generations of India's infrastructure creators have made to the growth and development of our nation. As our Honorable Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Bhai Modi ji reminded us, robust infrastructure is often recognized as the primary growth engine for a developing nation. India's progress is directly influenced by how strong the backbone of the country's infrastructure is. Here, the understated point is that in any country, the development of sustainable infrastructure is inseparably tied to how the government approaches this vital sector. And as a member of the Adani Group, which has infrastructure creation at its core, let me tell you that creating sustainable infrastructure is even more difficult. Even at its fundamental level, whether in India or abroad, the infrastructure journey is full of challenges. Our chairman, Shri Gautam Bhai Adani, once recollected that he took up infrastructure development as a responsibility after seeing on one of his travels abroad how much India was lagging behind the world in sustainable, high-quality infrastructure. And although he knew it would not be easy, he was determined to stay the course. In the late 1990s, when he decided to build ports, terminals, and power plants, he already knew what lay ahead. Our drive to create sustainable infrastructure has also led us to become the nation's leading ports and logistic company. Alongside thermal generation, we are also the largest private operator and transmitter and distributor of electricity. We are also the largest private producer in transmission, distribution of electricity, plus also the green energy generation. And we are working our way towards becoming the world's #1 in renewable. Another massive challenge we have taken on is the redevelopment of Dharavi. It is the largest urban regeneration project in the world. To us, Dharavi project is not just about building hundreds of thousands of new homes. To us, this project is about restoring dignity of living. It is about fulfilling 1 million aspirations, and it is about providing a vastly improved quality of life. I congratulate NDTV and the Infravision Foundation for institutionalizing the Infrashakti Awards and for organizing this national event. I see this as a vital platform that calls attention to the vastly understated importance of infrastructure in taking India forward. Thank you for the opportunity to speak before you today. We look forward to continuing our humble contribution to help the country achieve even greater heights. Thank you. Jai Hind.
The NDTV Special Award for Infrastructure Financier goes to... Ladies Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for the NDTV Infrashakti Awards to be given out. But before that, we get to the Jury Awards and the People's Choice Award. We start with the NDTV Special Awards. The first of them is for Infrastructure Financier. Now, we all know infrastructure is the heart of the economy and of growth. And rapid infrastructure development is one of the ways in which a country can take advantage of economic opportunities. Since infrastructure is such a high priority area for development, financing of infrastructure projects is equally important. We cannot recognize the efforts of those who create infrastructure without recognizing those who make it possible financially. To present the award, I would like to now invite up on stage Shri Hardeep Singh Puri ji. The NDTV Special Award for Infrastructure Financier goes to the State Bank of India.
A quick question to Mr. Malik. The State Bank of India obviously works at so many levels. But in terms of funding infrastructure development in India, could you tell us a little bit about the role of SBI?
Respected Honorable Cabinet Minister Hardeep Puri ji and other distinguished guests, I am overwhelmed at receiving this award from the Hardeep Puri ji on behalf of State Bank of India. It recognizes the efforts made by State Bank of India in financing infrastructure projects across the country. This award will inspire us to do more, how we can be a partner for taking this country to a developed nation, a Viksit Bharat.
Absolutely,
We feel honored, sir.
absolutely.
Come,
Infrastructure
sir.
is the backbone,
Please.
and financing is the
Thank
very
you, sir.
heart of it.
Thank you very much indeed. As we move on to
Next
our
award.
next award, which is truly a very special award. It's an award that honors and celebrates the extraordinary career of a man whose exceptional contributions to the nation have earned him the reputation of being a transformative force in Indian infrastructure. Take a look at this story.
Popularly known as the Metro Man or Railway Man of India, E. Sridharan is credited with changing the way India travels by train through his leadership in building two of his best-known projects, Konkan Railway and the Delhi Metro. His expertise, discipline and foresight ensured that almost all the projects were completed ahead of schedule. He was the Deputy Chief Engineer of India's first ever metro in Kolkata, building it from scratch and showing what contemporary urban development could look like. Later, it was under E. Sridharan's leadership that Cochin Shipyard launched its first ship, Rani Padmini. It was as Chairman and Managing Director of Konkan Railway that he pulled off one of the most difficult railway projects in some of the toughest terrain in India, with innovative methods and novel technologies. The crowning achievement of E. Sridharan's legacy remains the Delhi Metro. Its flawless execution triggered India's metro revolution. For being a transformative force in Indian infrastructure, E. Sridharan has been awarded the Padma Shri and the Padma Vibhushan, along with many other national and international awards. E. Sridharan's success stories have become railway engineering benchmarks, and he's considered the Masiha of new age infrastructure projects. The recipient of the Lifetime Achievement Award for Connecting India, E. Sridharan.
Big round of applause. Mr. Sridharan couldn't join us today, but receiving the Lifetime Achievement Award on his behalf, Anuj Dayal, Executive Director of the Delhi Metro Rail Corporation.
Mr. Dayal, this is a recognition of the kind of efforts that Mr. Sridharan have made in the last so many decades. A word that you would like to say on his behalf, sir?
Yes, it's a real honor. Mr. Sridharan could not make it. He's 92 years now.
Yes.
But he has been in regular touch. And he's very grateful for this award. And he has sent a message, which I would like to read out. His message is, I am grateful to NDTV for choosing me for the prestigious Lifetime Achievement Award. This is a great honor and recognition to me. I had the opportunity and good fortune to execute a large number of prestigious projects for our beloved country. What enabled me to successfully execute projects like the 760 kilometers long Konkan Railway from Bombay to Mangalore, Delhi Metro, and many other metro projects, earning me the nickname Metro Man of India, all of which was due to the unique work culture I was able to instill in all these organizations I had headed. The cardinal pillar of this work culture are integrity, innovation, technical perfection, safety at work sites, and above all, determination and total commitment to serve our beloved country. Therefore, my success was due to my colleagues who had worked with me in these organizations. I therefore accept this prestigious award on behalf of all my colleagues who had helped me in these projects. If our country has to be an ideal developed country by 2040, as envisaged by our Prime Minister, many infrastructural projects have to be taken up. We should be able to execute our projects in time, with nature and with sustainability. For this, not merely technical competence and financial resources are needed, but a unique work culture with dharmic values. Our construction industry has to rise to the occasion as well. I must compliment NDTV and their knowledge partner, the Infravision Foundation, for the endeavor and campaign to promote equitable and sustainable infrastructure development in our country. Jai Hind.
In fact, Mr. Puri, you dealt with him as well, worked very closely with him. Could you tell us a little bit about that experience?
No, I had the privilege of being Housing and Urban Affairs Minister for 7 years, 7 long years. Now, clearly, I arrived on the scene when the Metro Man had already, in a sense, formally retired, but he was always available as a guiding spirit, somebody you could turn to. Today, I think Delhi Metro, again, I'm speaking from a few days old knowledge, had over 65-70 lakh daily ridership. Now, the total ridership in India is about 1 crore or so, out of which 65-70 lakhs of ridership is
in one city.
In one
this
project.
not Delhi, but around Delhi, etc. But it's growing. And the fact is that you are in the process of developing a world-class urban transport system called the Metro. That is where we are honoring a person, the Metro Man. I have nothing but the highest of respect for him.
Absolutely.
This Lifetime Achievement Award is truly well deserved.
No, it is
Thank
indeed.
you so much for that recognition. Yes. Now for the NDTV Infrashakti Jury Awards.
Thank you, sir.
And the first one this evening is for Renewable Energy Star. And the nominees in this category are
Pankaj Kumar and Siddhant Agarwal of Kuant Solar for creating floating solar plants installed on water bodies such as dams and reservoirs, where they can restrict evaporation loss up to 70% while meeting national solar goals. Indie Energy for creating sodium-ion batteries from agricultural waste, offering a viable alternative to lithium-ion batteries and reducing India's dependence on scarce elements like lithium, cobalt or nickel. Vimal Panjwani and Shobha Chanchalani of Agri Vijay for making farmers energy independent by providing over 350 energy products varying from solar water pumps to biogas digesters. They have mitigated 10,000 tons of CO2 and treated more than 1.5 lakh tons of animal and farm waste. Ashutosh Verma, Exalta India, for creating several innovative products using less energy, among them India's first solar-based direct current air conditioner. These air conditioners can operate with just 2 kilowatts of solar power, marking a significant advancement in sustainable cooling technology.
And the winner is Renewable Energy Star Pankaj Kumar and Siddhant Agarwal, Kuant Solar.
Renewable Energy Star, Kuant Solar Technologies, specializes in innovative renewable energy solutions, notably pioneering floating solar technology. These floating solar plants, installed on water bodies such as dams and reservoirs, can restrict evaporation loss up to 70% while also generating electricity, contributing to renewable energy targets. for creating floating solar plants with its advantages of water conservation, enhanced energy efficiency, saving precious land for better utility, and synergy with existing hydroelectric infrastructure. The Infrashakti Award for Renewable Energy Star goes to Pankaj Kumar and Siddhant Agarwal.
Congratulations to both of you. How does this award motivate you? What next milestone that Quant Solar would look to achieve from here?
First of all, it's an honor to be here, and we are deeply grateful to Infravision Foundation for recognizing our efforts in clean energy space. We both were settled in Singapore. We returned back to India. We wanted to do something for India because India was the place, the best place in the world, which was creating the opportunity for people like us to do something more and adding to the innovation and engineering, new engineering. And that's how we got into the floating solar. And we always had a conviction that any technology is good only if it can solve multiple challenges. And that's why floating solar, we were very convinced about, because it could save land, it could save water, it could generate better electricity, and it leaves zero footprint after its life cycle of 25 years. And we are very proud that we are a part of this effort here.
Well, we now move on to our next category, the Urban Infra Hero. The nominees in this category are... All right, a very warm welcome to the Minister, Mr. Nitin Gadkari. We're delighted that he could join us here as well. Ladies and gentlemen, if I can just request all of you to take your seats. Well, we now return to the NDTV Infrashakti Awards, and our next category this evening is for Transport Trailblazer. The nominees in this category are...
The Guwahati Metropolitan Development Authority for building India's longest passenger ropeway in Guwahati at 1800 meters across the Brahmaputra. This achievement has significantly eased traffic by connecting North and South Guwahati, providing a vital link for commuters. Kerala Shipping and Inland Navigation Corporation in Kochi for constructing Suryamshu, the state's first hybrid solar-powered cruise boat for 100 passengers. This innovative vessel has reduced emissions, lowered operational noise, and cut costs, setting a new standard in sustainable transportation. Capital Region Urban Transport, Odisha, for strengthening MoBus, a 305-strong service in Bhubaneswar, and Mo E-Ride, an electric rickshaw feeder system, making it safe, accessible, gender-sensitive, smart, affordable, and socially inclusive, while also working in partnership with NGOs for capacity building of drivers and conductors. AFCONs for overcoming challenges to build the 1,315-meter-long Chenab Bridge at a height of 359 meters, the tallest rail bridge in the world, without obstructing the flow of the river.
I'd like to call up the Minister, Mr. Nitin Gadkari. Sir, if you can take the envelope and just read out the name of the winner.
Transport Trailblazer AFCON Infrastructure.
Transport Trailblazer. AFCON's infrastructure, located between Bakkal and Kauri in the Riyasi district of Jammu and Kashmir. The Chenab Bridge is part of the Jammu-Dhampur-Srinagar-Baramulla rail line project. The 345-kilometer section between the Jammu and Baramulla regions will enhance mobility within Jammu and Kashmir and across India, providing a critical connect to the Kashmir Valley for constructing the Chenab Bridge, the world's tallest railway bridge, without obstructing the flow of the river. The Infrashakti Award for Transport Trailblazer goes to AFCON's infrastructure.
Well, receiving this award on behalf of AFCON's infrastructure is Mr. Giridhar Rajgopalan, Deputy Managing Director of AFCON's. I'll invite you, sir. Please come on stage and receive this award.
An engineering marvel. And what kind of a message this sends in terms of India's capability that is now best in the world?
It's been a very collaborative project. There's been a number of consultants, but what I can truly say is that the construction engineering of the project, the methods which actually drive an infrastructure project, is completely done with Indian engineers. So the message I think it has sent out to the world is that we in India have the capacity and the capability to build world-class infrastructure with precision and the highest standards of safety. Not a single fatal accident on the project.
Wonderful, sir.
Wonderful. Congratulations, sir.
Thank you very
so
much.
much.
Thank you.
I'll just grab that. Thank you very much, sir.
Stay with us, sir.
Stay with
Our
us,
next
Gauri.
category of the NDTV Infrashakti Awards is Infra Visionary. And the nominees in this category are
Sudhanshu Mani for being the innovator of the Vande Bharat Express. His zeal for leveraging new technologies to enhance passenger experience has made the Vande Bharat a symbol of Indian engineering prowess. Hali War for growing living root bridges in Meghalaya, following a technique learned from his grandfather. Given the region's prolonged heavy rainfall, these bridges grown from tree roots offer a sturdy alternative to traditional bamboo or wooden bridges. This is not only a unique cultural heritage, but also a remarkable feat of bioengineering. Project Bhishma for creating the Arogya Maitri 8-Cube Hospital. The flat-pack field hospital, transportable by helicopter, can be swiftly assembled by 5 trained individuals within an hour, providing immediate medical care in disaster areas to up to 200 patients. Chetan Singh Solanki for initiating the Energy Swaraj Yatra in November 2020 via a solar bus. The Yatra will span 11 years until 2030. To date, the Yatra has covered over 51,000 kilometers, interacted with nearly 250,000 individuals with the aim of promoting energy literacy and encourage a movement for 100 solar energy adoption.
Infra Visionary Sudhanshu Mani.
Infra Visionary Sudhanshu Mani envisioned modernizing Indian railways, transcending the outdated image of Indian trains, aiming for a sleek, efficient and futuristic design. As the project's chief design engineer, he pioneered several innovative features in this indigenous train, including its aerodynamic nose cone, bio-vacuum toilets, quicker acceleration and contemporary interiors. His pioneering work enabled the Vande Bharat to achieve speeds up to 180 kilometers per hour, making it India's fastest train. For beating all odds to spearhead the development of the Vande Bharat Express, a symbol of domestic engineering prowess, the Infrashakti Award for being an infra visionary goes to Sudhanshu Mani.
Mr. Mani, before I hand over the mic to you, there was a sense in the past that when it came to the manufacture of locomotives or train platforms, India was behind the West, for example. But that's not true anymore because many of the designs that we have are in fact absolutely world-class, giving us comfort and efficiency which has never been seen in India for decades.
Thank you. So we are not there yet, but we will be there, is all I can say. So I beg leave to speak a couple of words. Thanks to this award, thanks to Infravision and NDTV, the Train 18 Vande Bharat Express is going to live in brass. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Well, we now move on to our next category, the Urban Infra Hero. And the nominees in this category are in this report.
Sandeep Patel, CEO of NEPRA, for pioneering a PPP model and building an organized dry waste supply chain that connects waste generators and collectors to recyclers. Surat Municipal Corporation, for revitalizing the Surat Castle, transforming it into a city attraction and economic hub. The project has helped in reinstating the area's relevance and importance in Surat's history and also made it a source of livelihood and funds. Subbalakshmi K, for using Munify to bring together municipal projects and financiers, addressing urban and climate crisis through financing support for local government projects. Akhilesh Srivastav, Road Safety Ambassador at the International Road Federation, Delhi, for leveraging technology to champion the important cause of road safety, the 9th greatest reason for fatalities in India. His focus is on the importance of training drivers and riders to reduce traffic violations and eventually road fatalities.
To give away this award, I'd like to invite on the stage Mr. Malana Sasaru, CEO of the Provident Housing Limited. So if you can just join us. Come, please.
Urban Infra Hero, Sandeep Patel, NEPRA, Ahmedabad.
Sandeep Patel, NEPRA, Ahmedabad, can you please come up?
Urban Infra Hero. The founder of NEPRA, Sandeep Patel's entrepreneurial journey has been motivated by a desire to create transformation across the spectrum of societal well-being. Through his innovative end-to-end circular waste management and sustainability solutions model, Sandeep has brought diverse stakeholders from government bodies, aggregators, waste pickers, collectors and other enterprises onto a single platform with the belief of impacting people and the planet positively. For operating on a PPP model across India and building an organized dry waste supply chain that connects waste generators and collectors to recyclers, the Infrashakti Award for Urban Infra Hero goes to Sandeep Patel.
Garbage collection in India, it's not something we typically do very well, particularly in our urban centers. In as much as you worked in the technology, what about the mindsets? Is that a problem? Garbage segregation, it's still not something where we are anywhere close to being able to do efficiently and at scale.
I completely agree with you with that challenge. But I think with 16 years of failures and learning from them, I think we have cracked the code. With the successful models which we are running in multiple cities of Indore, Ahmedabad and all, we have understood the psyche of waste generator and also the waste. So how to sort, we had the right intent to do it. We have done a lot of innovations around solving that problem and created the right infrastructure. So for us, that has been a complete learning during the journey to bring that alignment with stakeholders.
People's Choice Award for Inclusive Infrastructure, and the nominees in this category are
Well, our next category of the NDTV Infrashakti Awards is for Rural Infra Pioneer, and the nominees in this category
Telangana Panchayati Raj and Rural Development Department for increasing the state's green cover through the Palle Prakriti Vanam, the Village Nature Parks program. Across all of Telangana's Gram Panchayats, village dumping yards and vermicompost sheds help nourish park flora, and the parks also act as water conservation hubs. Vidyut Mohan for running Takachar, a company that uses a low-cost portable technology to recycle agricultural waste into marketable products like fuel and fertilizers, offering an alternative to the heavily polluting practice of burning agricultural bioproducts. Shashank Kumar, CEO of The Hearth, for empowering small and marginal farmers by providing end-to-end agricultural services and for linking 2 million farmers and 12,000 plus rural entrepreneurs with the market. Ganga Praharies, for volunteering to keep the Ganga clean as part of a cadre of over 4,500 community volunteers from riverside communities along the Ganga River Basin in 11 states of India. They have undertaken over 2,025 conservation activities like cleanliness drives, plantations, awareness programs across the Ganga Basin so far.
To give away this award, I'd like to invite on the stage Girish Bhardwaj, Padma Shri winning social worker, who's also known as the bridge man of India.
Shashank Kumar, D8, D8.
Rural Infra Pioneer. As the CEO, Shashank Kumar has been the driving force behind The Hearth's mission to empower small and marginal farmers by providing end-to-end agricultural services and connecting them with markets. Beginning with just 20 farmers in Bihar, The Hearth has grown into a leading agri-tech platform that provides farmers across multiple states access to agri-inputs, customized farm advisories, financing and market linkages, for creating a digital marketplace and a one-stop solution for 2 million farmers and 12,000 plus rural entrepreneurs. The Infrashakti Award for Rural Infra Pioneer goes to Shashank Kumar.
You know, it's 2 million farmers and counting. What has been the experience like? What are they saying in terms of the difference this has made to their lives?
I take a lot of pride to say that the way how we have built last mile infrastructure, last mile supply chain to provide complete end-to-end agri-services to farmers, right from beej se bazaar tak. And basically that is helping those farmers to get access to market, access to quality agricultural input, advisory and a lot. But yes, we keep saying within the heart that it's just a beginning.
Our next category this evening is for Water Savior, and the nominees in this category are
Dr. Pradeep Thallapil for using nanotechnology to create a water filter for pesticide removal and the supply of affordable drinking water. He hopes to provide clean water for all at affordable cost using advanced materials. The water filter technology, developed under his guidance, is estimated to have reached about 9 million people. Arun Krishnamurthy for facilitating the cleaning of more than 460 lakes and water bodies across 18 states with the assistance of local volunteers. Since launching the Environmentalist Foundation of India, EFI, in 2007, he has mobilized thousands of people to help clean and restore 462 of India's lakes. Kheti for manufacturing greenhouse in a box to help small and marginal farmers produce 7 times more output with 90% less water. They are currently working with 1,000 farmers in 6 states and aim to reach 50,000 farmers by 2027. Dwarika Prasad for encouraging villagers in Chamkot district to dig 3,500 ponds to recharge groundwater since 2021, convincing them that this was a good way to honor their dead or to celebrate an occasion.
To give away this award, I would like to invite on stage Rajendra Singh, Ramon Magsaysay, winning water conservationist and founder of Tarun Bharat Sangh, and Omar and Razik from the Futures Group. The Futures Group is associated with several business ventures in recruitment, staffing, fisheries, construction, healthcare, and education.
Water Savior, Arun Krishnamurthy, Chennai.
water savior. For Arun Krishnamurthy, it began with childhood memories of a pond beside his Chennai home, which soon transformed into an urban dump. Since launching the Environmentalist Foundation of India in 2007, now called Environmentalist Foundation International, he has mobilized thousands of people, including scores of young volunteers, to help clean, restore and rehabilitate more than 460 of India's lakes that have long been subject to pollution and the impacts of climate change. For his conservation efforts in cleaning and restoring close to 500 water bodies in 18 states across India, by energizing local volunteers, the Infrashakti Award for Water Savior goes to Arun Krishnamurthy.
It's about mindsets. When you set about the task of revitalizing a water body which is dead or almost going to be dead, and you come across attitudes of people saying, who cares? It's just a dumping area, let's just dump more garbage into it. What can you actually do, and how do you do it?
All of us here want to see a clean river, we want to drink water from a lake or a pond, we want to swim in that fresh water body, we love to see those birds, snakes, frog, crabs, and we're all helpless in some way or the other, where we don't know how we're going to get that water body clean and how we're going to have it as in the pristine habitat that it has to be. And that's where this mind block that somebody would come to change it. And that's where this started, where we wanted to become that somebody for India's water bodies. Thank you, Jai.
Wonderful answer. Thank you so much.
Our last category this evening is the People's Choice Award for Inclusive Infrastructure. And the nominees in this category are
Anuprayas for creating a range of accessibility solutions for public places, ensuring that those with disabilities can commute with ease and minimal assistance. These include braille maps and signs, ramps and grab bars, and sign language video assistance to make public transport inclusive and accessible. Gudgudi for transforming public spaces by designing inclusive and accessible playgrounds for children with disabilities, fostering social interaction and learning through play with a range of indoor and outdoor playground products. These innovative play spaces integrate sensory elements to ensure all children can play together, promoting an inclusive society. Swarga Foundation for leading initiatives in Coimbatore to make police stations, railway stations, corporation school buildings and toilets accessible and wheelchair-friendly. And for starting Sarathi, a wheelchair-friendly transport service. Samarthayam for promoting the understanding and implementation of accessibility in sustainable built, social and virtual environments through various projects and advocacy efforts. This includes initiatives in public transport, education and tourism to ensure inclusivity for all.
To give away this award, I would like to invite on stage Mr. Tarun Garg, COO of Hyundai Motor India Limited, and Arman Ali, Executive Director, National Centre for Promotion of Employment for Disabled People.
The award for inclusive infrastructure goes to Swarga Foundation.
Inclusive infrastructure. Swarga Foundation's vision is an inclusive society where individuals with multiple sclerosis, neuromuscular disorders, and other disabilities have access to all the opportunities to live a complete life. Their ongoing initiatives include making all corporation schools within Coimbatore city wheelchair accessible, with accessible toilets, launching Sarathi, Coimbatore's first disabled-friendly transportation service, making police stations in Coimbatore accessible to all, and renovating the wheelchair-accessible toilets of Coimbatore railway station to make them usable. For improving access to opportunities that are inaccessible due to a lack of infrastructure, the Infrashakti Award for Inclusive Infrastructure goes to Swarga Foundation.
We are here and we are talking about sustainable infrastructure growth. When it comes to people with different abilities, how important is it for us to be sensitive about requirements when we plan, for example, urban development?
I'm incredibly privileged to be receiving this award today. And people call me with different names. They call me wheelchair bound, Divyang and special. I'm here to tell the whole world that I'm not just special, I'm limited edition. And I'm not special because of my disability, but because of my ability to convert every adversity into an opportunity.
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for being a part of the Adani Presents NDTV Infrashakti Awards. Knowledge partner, the Infravision Foundation. Powered by Futures, associate sponsors, Provident Housing and NBCC.
Thank you all very much for being with us, and thank you for your support.